Notes on Chapter 7, Section 6. Here we've been working with polynomials, really with adding and subtracting, and doing some work with exponents. Today we're going to look at multiplying a polynomial by a monomial, okay? And then we're going to even solve equations involving the products of monomials and polynomials. So let's take a look at what we're talking about. Right here, multiplying a polynomial by a monomial is about as simple as we can get. Here's our monomial right here. And then right here next to it, we have a polynomial. And so this is just old-fashioned distributive property. The difference is that now we have all these variables and exponents and things like that. But other than that, it's the same stuff we've been doing with distributive property. That's if you do it horizontally. So this is like the distributive property. It's not like it is. Or you'll notice down here we have this vertical method where you could do this just like you would do old-fashioned, like 146 times 7, and you would do 2 and 4, and you multiply that and you get 28, and plus 4 is 32, and 3 and 1. So same idea here, where we would just write out the problem with the polynomial up top and the monomial here, and you just go one at a time and we get our numbers. Okay, shouldn't be that difficult. Go ahead and take a second, see if you can come up with answers for 1A and 1B. Pause the video right here, find answers to 1A and 1B, and then we'll check them. All right, you're back. You've unpaused. Maybe you got a drink, snack. What are you eating? What kind of snack? Partial to Swiss cake rolls myself. Negative 20a to the fourth plus 10a cubed minus 35a squared. Then over here we have negative 18d to the 7th plus 12d to the 6th plus 6d to the 4th minus 54d cubed. Okay. If you didn't get those, check for sign error, check for your exponent laws, things like that. But hopefully you got those. Example 2 takes it a step further. So now we have a monomial times a polynomial here. We have another one here, and then after that we're going to look for like terms. We're going to look for any like terms that we can combine, and then just make the problem as simple as we can. Let's take a look at a couple practice ones of those. So again, you're going to distribute here, then you're going to distribute here, and on this one, distribute here, and then distribute here, and then you're going to look for like terms so that you can combine those and get the problem down to as simple of an expression as possible. Go ahead and pause the video here and come up with answers for 2A and 2B. All right, you've unpaused. Hopefully for 2A you got negative 7x cubed plus 13x squared plus 9x minus 12. And hopefully for 2B you got 150 y cubed t to the 6th plus 73, yikes, y squared t squared minus 8y cubed. All right, hopefully you got those. If you didn't, pause the video here, erase what you did, see if you can find your mistake, check them. If you still don't get them, make sure you say something so we can go over those in class. A test example, you guys are going to have test questions that look like this with these gridded response like that on PSATs and SATs. So this is just a problem there. We give you the formula for area of a trapezoid right here, and then you simply have to plug in what you're told for each thing, and then you plug in a number for that, for the height, and we get an answer. Okay. So let's take a look here. Kashima's making triangular bandanas for the dogs and cats in her pet club. The base of the bandana is the length of the collar with 4 inches added to each end to tie it on. The height is 1/2 of the collar length. Okay, so I would draw the triangle, and I would know that the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. If Kashima's dog has a collar length of 12 inches, how much fabric does she need? So we're going to find the area here, and the collar is 12 inches. The height is 1/2 of the collar length. So that's a key right there. I'm not going to give you a whole lot of information. We need practice with these word problems. Do the best you can. Please don't leave this one blank. Do the best you can. Come up with something. Come up with something. See if you can find out how much fabric she needs. And then part B, how much does she need in square inches if she makes a bandana for a friend's cat? Okay? Please, don't leave this blank. Try really hard. Come up with an answer of, in square inches, how much fabric does she need for the dog collar? And then if she needed one for a cat with 6 inches, with a 6-inch collar, how much would she need? And it's not just half of the dog one. Just there's a hint for you. Pause the video here and do as best you can on that problem. All right, you've unpaused. This is 60 inches squared for part A, and for part B, it is 21. 21 inches squared. If you didn't get it, I would still suggest it's your problem is somewhere in here. The area formula, where we have 4 inches added to each end to tie it on. That might be your mistake. So go back and see if you can figure that one out and get one or both of the correct answers there. If you still don't get them, make a note of it, and we will check them in class. The last one, if we were solving equations with polynomial expressions, it's just a jumbled mess, that's all. It's just, we're going to distribute here and here, distribute here and here. This is by itself. Distribute here and here, here and here. This is by itself. And so we get this big mess right here. We combine as many like terms as we can, and then we notice that if we subtract 16a squared from both sides, we're left with just a linear equation. From there, it's get the variable by itself, divide, isolate the variable, and you're good to go. Let's go ahead and try 4a and 4b. Okay, try 4a and 4b. So we are looking for what is x equal and what is d equal. Pause the video. Those are a mess. Clean them up as best you can. Get an answer for A and for B, and I'll give you a hint. The answer for A is not an integer. You're going to get a fraction here. No decimals, please. Fractions. A fraction for A and a whole number for B. Go ahead and try those now. All right, you've unpaused. X is 2 3/5 or 13/5. If you are one of my decimal folks, that's 2.6, but I prefer the fractions. Part B, the answer is 8. D equals 8. Okay? Some practice ones down here. I would really suggest we take a look at number 11, the word problem, especially if you struggled with the example one, see if you can get that one. Try those. There's a lot of them, 17 of them, but these take a lot of practice. Okay, we need practice at setting them up. We need practice at the combining like terms. We need practice at the operations. Try those, and we will check them in class on Thursday. See you guys next time. Bye.